Are you experiencing secondhand stress? Well, let me just answer that for you. Unless you're a hermit, you are. Because we pick up stress from other people very, very easily. Researchers have shown that the part of our brain, the amygdala, that picks up emotion first is so easily stimulated. In fact, even if you are just shown pictures of people with stressed or fearful faces, people you don't even know, you've never met before, your amygdala is stimulated. You are feeling stress. You might not be consciously feeling stress, but subconsciously you are feeling stress. And stress hormones are being put into your body, cortisol and all the others that cause us to feel the stress. And all of us have experienced instances of this, of being able to sense stress even though we don't really have a reason for it. You've probably had the experience of walking into a room for maybe a meeting before at work, and you can just feel the tension. Even if you don't know the reason why, you can feel it. We have a saying for it. You can cut the tension with a knife, or you can cut the fear with the knife. Well, that's because we can sense it. You've probably also experienced watching a coworker, someone you know, being yelled at by a customer or berated by the boss. And even though you're not in the line of fire at all, it really has nothing to do with you, you get a knot in your stomach. You feel the tension rise. And that's because of what we have in our brain called mirror neurons, and it allows us to feel empathy. So when we watch somebody else going through something, we can relate to it. We feel as if we are almost in their place. Researchers have also found that we can smell stress. When people are alarmed or under stress, they sweat and put out alarm pheromones. And we can smell it, even though we don't know we're smelling it. And it's different than regular sweat, like after exercise. We can sense the difference. And the thing is about alarm pheromones, when you smell them, that stress does not dissipate from your body quickly. It stays. You stay at high alert state. And the thing is, most of us are running around used to a pretty high level of stress, so we don't notice it. We just know we're exhausted at the end of the day. We just know that we can't seem to come down off of work. We can't seem to calm down and feel rested. We're just always on. So what do we do about this? Because we live in a world with lots of stress. We work around people who are stressed. Sometimes we're stressed ourselves. So what do we do about it? Well, the first thing, to just be aware that you are so sensitive to stress. And so it is important that you have daily habits that allow you to come down, relax, and relieve some of that stress. Habits like exercise, habits like taking quiet time, even if it's just a few minutes to just breathe and be quiet. Those will help you maintain a good calmness about you. Another thing to be aware of is when the stress is particularly high at work, and then take time during your day to do things that will lower your stress. Just simple things like taking a deep breath, just tightening the core of your body, pulling the breath up through, imagining it coming out of the top of your head, and then letting it go. Just a couple deep breaths will do amazing things to calm your brain. Or if you have a few more minutes, like you're waiting for something to come through, an email to come through, or you're waiting for a meeting and you have just a few minutes. Just sit down quietly, close your eyes, and think of something you're grateful for. That's been shown to calm the brain and lower the cortisol levels. And then if you also have a few minutes, you can use the tapping technique that I absolutely love, because it's been proven to lower the stress in your brain very, very quickly and calm you, get you centered and calm, no matter what's going on around you. And if you've never done the tapping technique, below this video, I've included some videos and resources for you to see the research behind this technique. It's simple, but very powerful. And you can just slip into the bathroom when you're feeling stressed and do a little tapping, or you can close the door to your office, whatever, to have a little privacy and to do some tapping. So for today, I'm going to do a little tapping with you, and you can tap along with me to lower your stress level today on this Monday morning. So let's get started. Even though I'm feeling stressed today, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I can feel the stress of the people around me, I have a lot to do today, and my mind is just racing. I accept how I feel. Even though I'm feeling this stress today and it's hard for me to relax and feel calm inside, I love and accept myself anyway. This stress, I feel it in my shoulders, I feel it in my neck, I feel it in my stomach, it's all tight. I feel it in my head. My mind is just racing. I'd like to let go of some of it now, all this stress, and take a deep breath. If you're still feeling a stress level on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being super stressed, 0 being not stressed at all, and if you're still feeling a stress level above a 5, then you might want to take a few more minutes to tap and breathe. But if you're feeling a little bit calmer now, a 5 or below, then you can move on to a more positive round. So we'll start with the eyebrow. I choose to be calm no matter what happens. I choose to focus on what I can control. I choose to let everything else go. I breathe calmly, knowing I will be okay. I do the best that I can today. I choose to focus on being calm and centered. I am safe and all is well. And take a deep breath. As you start this week, make sure and take good care of yourself and do some little things to relax you and keep you centered, because that's where your creativity and your problem solving and your productivity come from. So go on out and have an amazing Monday.